Moving over to the Tampa Bay Rays, and it was a busy Thursday for their front office. They made a couple of moves. The Rays acquired Lucas Duda from the Mets and reliever Dan Jennings from the White Sox. Tampa Bay only finds themselves 3 games out of first place in the AL East. Danny, are you a little surprised that the Rays are buyers at the trade deadline?
Well, CT, I'm not surprised that they're buyers. I'm surprised at who they've bought so far. And Dan Jennings is a good left-handed reliever. Obviously, I mean, a lot of teams were talking about acquiring him. Lucas Duda has a left-handed power bat, but the thing is, where's he going to play now? Because Logan Morrison is having a career year. Corey Dickerson, I guess they're saying they're going to move him to outfield instead of DH and let Lucas Duda DH. But I mean, now you're putting Dickerson out in the outfield, who hasn't played in the outfield most of the year. So to me, what I thought they needed more was just another starting pitcher, because Alex Cobb and Chris Archer really the only 2 consistent pitchers that they have every 5 days. And I know the rookie Jacob Faria is coming up and doing a pretty decent job, but that's not who you need to count on to get to the playoffs. So I thought that they would go for a starting pitcher as opposed to a left-handed hitting first baseman and another reliever.
This kind of seems like the Rays, though. They were a buyer, but they didn't want to make a big splash. You know, they didn't want to kind of go all in. They went with a middle-of-the-road type player, you know, not going with a Sonny Gray or something like that. Does this kind of seem like how they operate, I guess?
Yeah, and that's kind of unfortunate because now you're acting like you're trying to make your team better, which maybe they will. Maybe Dan Jennings and Lucas Duda will be the difference makers. I don't think so, but maybe they will. But when you're trying to make a splash and make a statement to your team in the clubhouse that we're in this to win it, make a bigger splash. Get somebody fatter to jump in and have a cannonball or something, because you need a big splash to get the confidence in these guys, not just getting a little left-handed reliever and an extra left-handed hitting first baseman. I don't think that's going to cut it.
Yeah, I know you can't compare the Yankees to the Rays, but they are in the same division. And the Yankees go out there and get Tommy Kahnle and David Robertson. Of course, Robertson is phenomenal. And then the
Yeah.
Rays get Jennings.
Yeah, and they also got Todd Frazier, who's
Absolutely.
been hitting well since he's been in New York. So yeah, I mean, if you're going to compete with those teams that are ahead of you in the American League East, you got to make a splash.